Welcome. It is very interesting that I was going to. I'm not an AI people. I am a jazz musician, but the interaction between AI and music and anything is part of our life nowadays. So we cannot deny it. But talking from the jazz point of view, which is very basically spontaneous and having a lot of interaction between the musicians and the audience and involves a lot of improvisation. Maybe jazz is the most distant musical genre as far as AI is concerned. I'm talking about the jazz performance live. So it is maybe it's not a coincidence, but maybe it's a coincidence that I'm the first live performer in this occasion. That before there were conserved videos and so on, they presented their great work, but I'm talking like a jazz musician. I'm not reading from what I have prepared. I'm just reciting, trying to improvise, keeping the same idea. So this is I want to emphasize the basic difference between the other types of music and jazz music. Jazz is spontaneous, having very good, very big improvisational phase, and also the interplay with the musicians. So what we are talking basically until now is we're talking about the music that is created in the studios or in the computers and played from some media like from internet or whatever. But it is not performing live in front of live audiences. Starting from the top, the technology and music is not that far away. So, for example, this is an electric guitar. And this is a magnetic coil. We call it magnetic pickups. So any magnetic field variations are perceived by this one. And from here goes to some kind of an amplifier. Yes, there is a guitar and the amplifier there. So this electricity is amplified as a sound wave. So we hear electric guitar. So if I'm an electric guitar player, so I cannot deny technology. And besides that, here we have a lot of pedals, for example, that they enhance the sound that the electric guitar is producing. So all the jazz guitar players, to a certain extent, use those kind of things. So technology is not our enemy. Technology is really supporting us. So as far as AI is concerned, we really believe that it helps. When we're writing a tune, for example, we have a lot of alternatives. We need a lot of suggestions. We can get that from AI. And actually, there are a lot of jazz pieces, jazz performances produced by AI. That's a very good thing, but it doesn't play in front of the live audience. It is a good thing if, for example, if you have a nice venue and it's a restaurant kind of a thing and you want to create a very good atmosphere with it, playing a jazz music or create a jazz sounds, here you are. Actually, I had it in my phone, but I think we cannot connect to it via Bluetooth. So I would love to share some jazz performances or jazz music created by AI, which are very convincing and which is very good. So if I'm an arranger, composer, songwriter, I would use AI, see all the alternatives, all the harmonic possibilities, all the variations of instrumentation, everything. So it's a very good thing to do, to use. And it is also very good in creating, for example, film soundtracks or commercial TV commercial music, something like that. I mean, you don't have to pay for the big studio. You don't have to pay for the musicians who go to the studio and play what you have written. You do it yourself, and and in a very fast fashion. So I think that these are very good as far as AI is concerned. So do we have to fear as musicians from AI? Yes, to a certain extent, if we are not creative, if we are doing something that other people are telling us to do, to play, or that kind of a thing. But if we are creative musicians and would love to play in front of live audience with the great jazz music or great musicians, then it is something different. So creativity is a human thing, and the joy of playing and joy of improvising, exchanging ideas is a very human thing. But that's just a little bit AI, beyond AI, but AI is very helpful for any musician, especially the creative musicians. So if you're a creative musician, you don't have to be afraid of AI. But if you are not, then okay. So this is the basic idea that I would like to convey. In order to check what I have thought, I went to an AI, which is ChatGPT, and asked the question, what is the relation between AI and jazz music? This is just to learn what AI is thinking about it, and the conclusion is the same. So creativity, you cannot double creativity with the other thing. Creativity is the human thing, and the other thing, a lot of tedious work like writing or transposing, and if you're an arranger, for example. Actually, we use music software like Finale, for example. If there are musicians, they might know that. And you just write music for any size of a band, and you hear what they are really playing and how they're sounding with the harmonies and with the lines that you have written. But so it's not AI, but with AI you also do that, and you can also hear what you really want to sound like. From our perspective, we are playing alive, listening to each other, listening to the breath sound of the people around us. So that is the thing that AI and jazz relationship. That is my perspective. This is our perspective. Thank you very much. Yes, please.
Being a conversation, particularly when you're improvising.
Yeah.
Isn't that very much part of the human element of it?
Exactly.
Sorry. Can AI actually replicate that sort of human conversation exactly, or can it sort of mimic it but not quite hit that creativity?
Well, I am not that kind of an expert, but I think it can also mimic, but not as human as this one. Once we were playing with a ballet dancer, and the idea was not to accompany him with our music, but the other way around. From his dancing, we created the music. But that was a very, creative process of playing music, and we really enjoyed that. We want that kind of stuff, just get some idea from anything, then write something or play something or talk with Maria, for example. And even we just had, I just, play one more, something like that, That is also a part of live performance. So we cannot do that. Maybe it is not that perfect. AI makes it perfect, that's sure. That's for sure. But that's human. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thanks. Yes.
Thank you. As a jazz musician, when improvising and listening to other players play chords and basically communicate, do you predict what's coming next and play, or do you?
Yes, if you are playing with the same musicians for many times, then you understand that what kind of idea is coming from him or her. So you get ready for that kind of stuff, which is sometimes, I mean, if it is repeated too much, it's boring. Or especially you exchange ideas with the drummers, because it's easier to create rhythmic figures. So sometimes you play the same rhythmic figure with the drummer, which makes everybody happy. But if you do it excessively, that it becomes boring. But you're right. You can sometimes predict what's coming from the other musician.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.